Hi, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Stevie.
And
welcome to the Unhinged Smut Book Club podcast. This book confirmed that I am indeed not a heterosexual woman.
This was a very horny book.
So horny.
So horny. Good for Navessa's husband.
Can't even tell you how not interested I am in trying that out.
Can't relate. I just literally, I cannot be fucked.
You can be. And it sounds like you are. I don't like when men feel good about themselves. We are not redoing that. We discuss the most unhinged smut that the publishing world has to offer.
It's a book club, but for sluts.
Wow, we're starting off strong.
So strong.
It's a good day.
I can't, this is going to be, I apologize right now, dear reader, dear listener, as I stare into my microphone lovingly. I went fossil hunting over the weekend, and I think I unleashed some type of curse upon myself.
Yeah.
Body and soul.
You're not a Buffy the Vampire Slayer watcher.
No.
But there is an episode where they, dig up an old, Native American, what was it called? When the priests would come in and, if you're a Buffy fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And one guy,
shaman?
No.
A witch doctor?
No, when white people moved out, were trying to convert people. One of those.
A missionary?
Missionary! Yes. That was targeted at, thank you. I'm Catholic. Get a grip.
You were raised Catholic,
I
though.
was not raised Catholic, correct.
But
I was raised by Catholics. So I should have that in my vocabulary. It's completely on me, but I appreciate you making me feel better about myself. Anyways, he falls into these ruins of this missionary that was targeting Native American people, which ended up giving them a bunch of diseases, as white people were notorious for.
And deserve.
And then as a curse, one of them had all these diseases, and then that was the episode.
Yikes.
So that's what happened to you. You are Xander.
I was just looking for dinosaur fossils. That's all. I was just looking for fossils from the Jurassic period. We found some,
You're
but
cursed by a T-Rex.
So many other people. There were 40 people in our fossil hunting group. And I mean, obviously, I didn't join a Signal group chat with them, so I have no clue what's happened. But nobody else in my house has come down with a mysterious flu, but I'm the one that found the most fossils out of our group. Yeah. So I definitely think I unearthed something from the Jurassic era and breathed it in.
I think that might be what happened.
It's resulted in a sinus infection. So I apologize, dear listener. There will be some sniffles. There will be some coughs. I think if I laugh too hard, it's going to throw me into a coughing fit. Yeah. So this might be a very quiet, laugh-free episode.
I will try to cut out things when I can, but no promises.
Like that?
Like that, yeah.
Sorry about that. We thought about rescheduling it, but I'm like, fuck it, this is real life.
We've been on a roll, and we're getting so ahead, and it's great. Yeah. So it's just, head down.
Yeah, head down. We have some things planned for the summer in terms of personal things. Stevie's traveling for a few weeks in May. I'll be traveling at some point during the summer. So right now we're trying to get ahead on things with these episodes while we can.
Yeah.
So here we are. Do you want to talk about what we're talking about today?
Yes.
Introduce us.
We read the book Lights Out by Navessa Allen of TikTok infamy. And do you want to tell us about the author a bit?
Yeah, I had literally, because I couldn't copy and paste from her website, I took a screenshot and plugged it into my notes as a picture.
Valid.
So Navessa's bio on her website says, I was born a storyteller. The youngest of 5 children, I was often left behind while my older siblings raced through the forests of our mountain home. I longed to go with them, so I sat and played with my dolls and acted out all of the adventures we would go on when I was old enough.
Aww.
Sadly, once I was allowed to follow after them, our real-life escapades contained 0 fairies and hardly any magic, and since I was now old enough to write, I turned to pen and paper to rectify that. I've been writing ever since, while bartending in the Caribbean, serving in the military, building flight simulators for jet aircraft, farming in rural New England, and running a small business in Maryland. While I've enjoyed a lot of the work I've been paid to do, nothing has ever fulfilled me like writing, and now I'm embarking on a journey to make my dream a reality while I pursue becoming a full-time author.
She's lived a lot of lives.
Yeah, she really has. I didn't know any of that until I had grabbed her bio.
She's a badass.
Yeah, and so she's known for Lights Out. That is the book that really has gotten her off
Some attention.
the ground, because it is a hilarious book and spicy. But she's also penned 12 other books, including the sequel to this one, or the second half of the duology. And the titles range all across the romance genre. She's just like a romance junkie. There's motorcycle club romances, there's werewolf shifters, there's Regency romances. Like, the girl writes it all. She's a lover of romance for sure.
Yeah, I just saw a TikTok of hers that was like, hey, so this wasn't my first book. I do have other things if you're interested. So the back of the book summary, if you haven't already heard about this and seen it 10,000 times on TikTok, says, I don't need another kink. That thought pops into my head whenever I pull up my favorite social media app. But alas, every time I scroll, I learn something new about myself and another one is born. And yes, I know I'm responsible for what the algorithm shows me, but I'm trying to ignore that fact. Lately, my feed has been dominated by masked men. I favorited videos with them dressed in full cosplay, decked out in futuristic military apparel, and wrapped up like ghouls. But more than anything else, my For You page is filled with shirtless men wearing ghost masks. Bonus points if they're heavily tattooed, wielding a knife, or covered in fake blood. At night, I dream about being chased by them, of them catching me and doing deliciously dark things to my more than willing body. I never could have guessed that by sending one drunken text, those dreams would become my new reality. So, I think you heard about this book before me.
Yes, I did. I did. I heard about it on TikTok before you. Another recommendation, I think, from Listen with Brit. It might have been, honestly, someone else. I think I saw a lot of people talking about the audiobook.
I've heard amazing things about the audiobook.
Incredible.
And the clips I've heard are fantastic.
Hilarious.
I wish I did that instead of reading it, honestly.
I wish you would have done it too.
It's fine. It's fine.
I did both, but I think I mostly listened to it because it was just so fun to listen to. Yeah, I think I had heard about it before you. And then when we were talking about what books we wanted to do, it was one that you had suggested. And I was like, oh, that's been on my Libby holds for ages. Yeah. And I just kept kicking the can down the road. I read it in January of this year. And it was really funny, the books that we read, like, in January. I think I read, like, 3 books that had, like, a chase scene in it.
Yeah. It's popping up all the time.
I know. And I was like, how many books am I going to read with, like, a sexy chase you through the forest?
Right before you're like, all right, Mr. Morgan, I called a babysitter. We're going to the woods.
No, ma'am, I will twist an ankle. You're joking.
I know.
I know. No.
I know.
But I like to read them. It's fine.
It's fun to think about.
Let's get into the trigger warnings.
Okay. I jotted down some tropes as well. So, masked men, there's a morally gray MMC. It's a stalker romance, knife play, edging, very kink forward.
Yeah, very kink forward.
But not too crazy. Yeah. Well, depends on what you think is crazy. She's not walked on a leash. Like, for me, I'm like, oh, that's kinky. You know what I mean? Like, there's levels of like, oh, I could realistically see myself trying that versus like, I would never want to do that. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Cherry Auction.
Seriously. That's now my standard of like, that's the kinkiest thing I've ever read. And so if it's not that, I'm like, oh, this is nothing. This is vanilla.
You know, I haven't read it, but you described it to me. That book, I think it was Den of Vipers, where he puts the knife handle anally in her and then
fucks her from behind, stabbing himself on purpose in the process, and then makes her stitch him up.
My first thought through all of that is like, there are so many vital organs.
Yes.
In that area.
Yes.
How did your bladder not get punctured?
Yeah.
Like, that's right there.
Uh-huh.
So that's like when you told me about that, that's my fucking threshold of like, I don't think anything's weirder than that, honestly. Like, that's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That the bar is very high for what I think is weird sexually, at least in media that I consume. But there is, we mentioned sexy run, I'll sexy chase you. I kept seeing a black cat golden retriever dynamic, but I don't know if I think that.
Josh is definitely very much golden retriever.
Yeah.
But I don't
he's
think
also
Ally's black cat.
I don't either. And I think they both kind of fill that role where like one will be dark and one will be like fluffy, and they kind of bounce back and forth with that. So I guess it's not wrong, but it's not like, it's not Grumpy Sunshine.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination.
It definitely is. I want to say both of these people are...
They have a dark side, but they
aren't
dark people.
They're like Dobermans.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Perceived as dark, first impression dark.
Could
but
absolutely fuck your shit up.
If they wanted to.
But also really loyal and loving and like just throw the ball.
And occasionally a little derpy.
Yeah. Those are exactly Josh and Aly vibes. I think they're very well matched in their personalities.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, trigger warnings.
Trigger warnings. My favorite part is, again, as I've said previously, I don't read the trigger warnings ahead of time because I like to be surprised. So my first time reading trigger warnings... I don't think
either of us do, because we're like, well, we're doing it for the pod. There's no backing out now.
Just don't read them in general.
Right? Usually in my Kindle, it pops up after that page anyways. I'm not scrolling back.
Yeah. I don't...
Listen, I'm here to party.
I'm here to party. I know some people do legitimately need the trigger warnings.
For sure. Yeah, this is not me. Yeah.
It's not me, though.
I've had books that are like fluffier where I'm like, whoa, I needed a trigger warning on like this part.
The Rom-Comers by Catherine Center.
Right? I had to text Morgan
tell me
so fast. Hey, real quick. You're probably going to cry. It's fine, but I want you to be warned. I don't want you reading this on the bus.
Yeah, that thing, no smut in it. Fully fluffy rom-com.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Wayward by...
Amelia Hart?
Yeah. That one got me. I was like, oof.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like to have a visceral reaction to books, I think.
I think you just like to feel your feelings.
I do.
And I respect that about you.
I think I grew up in a house where like the feelings were very much like, stop it. Mm-hmm. You know, don't have those.
Yeah.
They didn't have time for them. So for me, I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to read a book and cry about it.
Right? Yeah.
Or be like, what the fuck was that?
There you go.
Okay, so anyway, trigger warnings. Here we go. Lights Out is a dark stalker rom-com with heavy themes. Reader discretion is advised, as this book contains sexually explicit discussion and scenes, including anal play, alcohol consumption, mention of rape off-page, child abuse, remembered, medical content, blood and gore in a hospital setting, discussion of mental health, mention of serial killers and their crimes, limited description of a mass shooting, stalking, invasion of privacy, home invasion, hidden cameras, hacking, theft, unintentional cannibalism, remembered, death, car accident, remembered, description of a violent death, remembered, death of a parent, breath play, knife play, gun play, fear play, primal play, mask play, consensual, dubious consent. And there you are, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Ladies.
Right, honestly. Because we'll get into my first impressions, but there was a couple times where like consensual lines were like iffy, where I was like, please, God, don't let cishet men find this because they're going to use it to justify bad behavior. I fear.
I fear.
I deeply.
There is one TikToker, I saw this video literally this morning. He reads like the spicy booktok books. Mm-hmm. And he's married. He has a beard. I think he's bald or has shorter hair. But anyway, he looks at this book. He's like, ladies of booktok, we all agree that like this book is just illegal, right? Like there's just like felony after felony.
Crime abounds.
So I think some cishet men will find it and they're like, what the fuck?
I hope it scares them more than they go, huh, maybe I should try this.
Well, yeah, because somebody does try it and gets murdered in this book.
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully they take that lesson. Anyways, storyline recap. We have our girl, Aly, who is a trauma nurse and a very independent woman, doesn't really have family. All she does ever is work, really, and then go home and drink wine and snuggle her cat. And watch TikToks of masked men. Yes. Particularly one called The Faceless Man. There were several times where I'm like, this direct quote could have been in Death's Obsession because he's called The Faceless Man. I was like, wait, what am I reading?
Fair.
And she thinks he's like super hot. He like never interacts with anyone, doesn't follow anyone, never speaks. So she has no idea who he is. And then one day she hits up a on again, off again fuck buddy and is like, hey, screenshot of this guy in a mask. Would you try this? Let's get fucking weird. And he's like, hey, I haven't heard from you in 3 months. I'm dating someone. Also, not thanks. For me. I'm good. But then fuck buddy shows it to his roommate, who happens to be
the faceless man.
And he's like, oh, that's so crazy that anyone would be into such things. Wow. Never even heard of that.
What a freak, man. You dodged a bullet there.
Immediately, this guy's a hacker because of course he is.
Yep.
Is just on his laptop, looking up every single comment she's ever left because he's obviously seen her before and knows that she's smoking fucking hot.
Of course she is.
Because besides drinking and snuggling her cat, she works out because she's not to be fucked with. Jujitsu? Is that what she said? Judo?
I think judo.
She's not to be fucked with.
No, she's not to be fucked with. She knows she's a single lady living in a big city. Navessa doesn't touch on it in the book at all but she answered a question recently on TikTok about where the book is based, and it's based in Chicago. Like, that was her idea, but she didn't want to put that because she wanted people to be able to like insert their own city, to be able to give the book a broader scope of like relatability.
But there is one point where she references Chicago.
Oh, does she?
Where they're going to drive out to the country for purposes we'll get to later. And like, oh yeah, they live in the country outside Chicago. I'm like, oh, so they're in Chicago.
Got it.
But anyways, so it's Chicago.
So, have you ever been to Chicago?
No, I have not, but my grandpa's from there.
Not a place to be fucked with.
It's a hard city.
If you're going to be walking around as a single woman. And Aly is. A single woman. She's a trauma nurse. She works in a hospital.
She's seen some shit.
See a lot of trauma. So again, she's like, I am not. Don't fucking try me.
Yeah.
Do not fucking try me. So, yeah, so she's smoking hot. And so Josh, the hacker roommate, gets onto the internet and he's like, what's her username?
Kind of just downward spirals into suddenly I'm watching her on the hospital cameras.
Yeah, he hyperfixates. Yeah,
very deeply.
He's tapping into the hospital cameras. Yeah. He's tapping into traffic cameras.
Everything.
Neighbors' ring door cameras.
And he's like, I'm going to try something just to see how she reacts. Homie breaks into her house while she's at work and then films stuff for his TikTok in her bedroom. And she sees it before she goes home. And it's like vague enough where she's like, oh, I have that comforter. But then she goes home and I don't know what clued her in first, but she can be like, her hackles raise, and then she goes into her room and sees the mask on her bed, and she's like, oh, fuck. And so she messages him and is like, what the fuck? And he just kind of like, she'll be mad, and he like banters back at her, which I am kind of into. But then this is the first part that gave me the ick. Because that's before we get to first impressions, I equal parts love this and equal parts was icked out like several times.
Fair.
He was like, well, she didn't tell me to stop. When she's like visibly freaked the fuck out, scared, like takes out her gun and is clearing her house like an FBI agent and is very obviously angry with him.
Yeah. Because she's like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. And he's like, well, she didn't explicitly say no.
And we did talk about consensual, dubious consent.
Yeah. And that's the part that pisses me off. It does pretty quickly after that. He does say like, hey, if you tell me to stop, I'm going to stop. Which fixes that, which is good. And then she's like, no, I won't be telling you to stop.
Yep.
This is kind of fun and I feel weird about it, but let's just see where this goes. Let's see where this takes us. And yeah, so there is kind of he continues to creep on her a little bit.
He buys a security system for her house.
Yeah, right. Because then he immediately is like, you need better security in your house.
Yeah, if I could break into your fucking house.
This was too easy. And it just kind of makes it known that she's being watched without interacting with her physically. And then he breaks in again, doesn't he? Oh, because
there's an incident
she finds
at the hospital. Isn't that it?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. She has a really bad night at work, and he's like, she shouldn't drive. He shows up in his mask, in her car, with snacks. And is like, here's a gun and also a knife.
But also, he's in a mask and he has a voice modifier.
Not yet. He has to be quiet this time. He's texting her or he's nodding yes and no. And he's like, note to self, get a voice modifier.
That's right.
And she's like, fine, because you're right. I shouldn't be driving. And for some reason, she's like, I know from my line of work that I can pick up when someone's dangerous, and I'm not getting that right now. And so she is holding the knife the whole time. Cautiously gets in the car, ends up giving him roadhead by the time they get to their house. And she's like, I'm be honest with you, I've been wondering what you're packing. And this is for me, not for you. You sit right there. Holding the knife the whole time. She accidentally slices him open, stitches him up. But then things get twisty. Because she's like, oh, that fuck buddy of mine, his roommate is like really good with computers.
Uh-huh.
I bet he could find this guy. I'm going to turn the tables. The roommate is the guy.
And I'm going to stalk him.
Yeah. And so Josh is put in a situation where he's like, how the fuck am I going to pull this off? So he's like, he cuts off their heat and like opens all the windows so he can pretend the heat's broken so he can like wear a sweatshirt and gloves to hide the stitches that she just gave him
the night before,
literally, and also his very distinct tattoos.
Yes.
Which is like, hi, as a heavily tattooed person who would like anonymity, I know being sexy on the internet is just not an option for me.
Right.
Like, it's just not.
I'm truly surprised Josh's roommate did not pick up on the tattoos in the screenshot.
Eventually, she goes, I bet you he did, and was like, my roommate's lonely, and this is what she's in. She's like literally sending me a picture of him that she's into. I'm going to play this out and set him up.
I don't think he ever caught on to it.
I don't know. I could see it going either way.
He just seemed like a totally aloof
he seemed like
guy.
Yeah, like a douchebag, but also like a very, very dedicated friend. So I could see it being like, I want to play out this persona of like, oh, I didn't even notice that those were your tattoos, bro. I don't look at your body like that. But I think he's bi. I think it says he brings home men and women, which I'm like, we love a bisexual king.
I might have missed that.
Yeah, it was just sprinkled in there.
So
Aly shows up,
Josh's house,
and she immediately is like, her body responds to him the way that her body responds every time the faceless man posts. He's also massive. Like the build is very similar.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I'm like, I know he knows me. I know he lives near me. He obviously can hack into my fucking hospital security cameras. I'm looking at a hacker who knows me, who lives near me. I remember having tattoos and is like being weird and wearing gloves right now when I just injured this guy's hand. And so she shakes his hand like aggressively hard. And it's Josh's POV. And he's like, I kept my face neutral somehow. But I was like holy fucking shit, ow. It's so funny. It's so silly. And she's like, I know it's fucking him.
Yeah.
And so they go back and forth a while.
It definitely is like a cat and mouse.
Yeah. But they kind of both know that the other person knows. But they're like, I'm not ready for the game to be over yet. Mm-hmm. And then what causes him... Oh, okay.
I think it's Greg.
I do too. So she has another situation at the hospital where it's a bad night in the sense of like the worst fucking person possible comes in, and it's a person where they had like the night before the rape victim and also him were in the hospital at the same time, so they knew what he was. And they were waiting for their one male nurse on staff to be done so that they could treat him. And Aly's like, I'm just going to treat him so we can get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because Greg, I'm pretty sure his name is Greg. Unless that's Aly's
roommate. It's Bradley Bloom.
Bradley Bloom. Greg must be Josh's roommate then.
I don't know.
I'm like, there's a name in here somewhere. So anyway, Mr. Fuckface is what we'll call him. Yeah. He is a sleazeball.
The worst.
Absolute sleazeball. And he has money. He has family money. Mm. He's like a do you know who my father is kind of motherfucker who's never had to face a consequence.
Ever.
A single day in his life. So much affluence in that man. It's insane.
Because anytime he has gotten caught up enough, his parents were able to like pay people off.
Yep, basically. So they know that this guy is a serial abuser of any kind.
At minimum, a serial rapist. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's like, I've seen murderers, and like he has murderer eyes.
Yeah. So Aly is like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not scared of him. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
And she decides that she is going to go in and try and treat him. And he starts acting real fucking squirrely.
He starts egging her on. Of like, are you guys being weird because of the misunderstanding from last night? You don't understand. So, sorry, trigger warning. She really wanted it. You would be so surprised how many people are looking for a payout and blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to punch him in the face through. I was like, literally.
My hackles were so hot. I was ready to fight through my Kindle.
I was picturing the face of my friend's abuser. And so it just like hit a personal, like, oof. Okay. I think most women know, either personally or someone very close to them, where you're like, I have a person who I would not hit the brakes for a second if I saw them crossing the road. That is going to be who pops in your mind when you read this character. Fuck this guy. Big emotional reaction. Sorry. He eggs her on until she's like, she calls him a shrimp dick. And she's like, I fucking dare you to try and grab, because he tries to grab her when she's not looking and she steps
she's
away.
Like turn around getting medicine.
Yeah. And she is like, listen here, you little shrimp dick fuck. I dare you to try and grab me again and see how you stand up against a conscious woman. And I'm like, yeah!
He does not like that.
And he goes, security, security, like the little pussy ass bitch he is. And it's like, this nurse just threatened me. And she goes to HR and explains what happened. And HR is like, off the record, he deserved it, but watch your language. That's it. And someone else handles him, whatever. And so that night, Josh is watching, sees what's happened. And
I think he calls her.
He calls the hospital to be like, tell her to not do that. And she knows exactly who it is. And she's like, tell him to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
I'm a big girl. And he like either picks her up from work again or shows up at her house to just like take care of her. And he has the voice modulator now and he's wearing the mask the whole time. And eventually she is like, I actually would like to completely forget about this. Can you give me the best orgasm of my life?
Please.
Right now? And he's like...
Jeff.
He is like, are you sure? Because like, this feels like an inappropriate time for such things. And she's like, did I stutter? He's like, all right. So he does. They fall asleep, and then they hear a noise, and they realize someone's breaking into their house. Her house. It does feel like their house because they're very serious very quickly. And he goes to check it out. It is Brad, Mr. Fuckface, guy from the hospital, serial rapist. And he has a fucking kill kit with him. And so they knock him out, and they tape his mouth shut, put him in a duffel bag, put him in their trunk. And she's like, let's take him and just drop him off at his most recent victim's family's house.
Mm-hmm. And let nature take its course.
Yeah, exactly.
Let them have their revenge.
But then they get there. Whoopsie daisy.
Oopsie.
Accidentally, duct tape covered his mouth and also his nose. And he's now dead.
Yep.
And they're not murderers.
Accidental.
But conveniently enough, our homegirl Aly
has family's in the mafia.
In the mob. Oh, his backstory, his father was a serial killer.
Yes.
And so a lot of his stuff is he's
been trying to fight this, like, what he assumes is instinct.
Yeah.
This rage that he has, this, like, not violent tendency, but, like, this justice, this sense of retribution. Yeah. He looks just like his dad. There had been a documentary that had come out about his dad recently, and so he spends so much time, like, as a hacker, anonymously. He doesn't date, he doesn't go out, he's kind of a recluse.
He's afraid of being recognized, and as a child, he saw this, like, fucked up psychiatrist that was like, actually, sociopathy is genetic, and he's probably going to be one.
Yep.
And had him on all of these antipsychotics from the age of, like, 10.
Yep. That
he had just come off, and so he's very afraid off his medication now which he never really needed, that he's going to spiral into being his father. And then he kills someone on accident.
On accident. Oops.
So he's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, he is having a mentee bee right about now.
Yeah.
And Aly, trauma nurse, kicks in, and she's like, calm the fuck down. Mm-hmm. I can handle this.
Yeah. She's like, I got an uncle. I know a guy.
I got a guy.
Right. So now the mob's involved. And they basically help cover everything up. She gets Gilmored to where, because the uncle, like, family matters to him very deeply, but all of his family cut ties with him because he joined the mob. And he's like, well, now you have to come to dinner once a month.
How very mob. How very Italian. How
right?
You have to come to Sunday family dinner.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
We're having a roast.
Yes. And that kind of, it plays out from there of, you know, they're a little worried they'll get caught. Like, the whole, like, second half of the book is them covering their tracks, being worried they'll get caught, but, like, really the mob handles 90% of it.
The mob does handle 90% of it, but you get to an oh fuck scene at the end.
Yes.
Because her uncle calls in a favor, basically, that, like, this isn't for free, and they need to go wipe. No, that was the same night.
Yeah, it was close. So Josh brought up, I know that this guy was, like, Googling Aly all over the place. Mm-hmm. I need to get into his house, find his cell phone and his laptop, and clear shit.
Yep.
Which he does semi-successfully, because then so this guy's gone missing is what people are presuming.
Yes.
His parents show up, and...
But the whole mob has gone.
The whole mob is... They got a little squirreled out. There's
a bunch of goons. They have, like, the cover of a cable company doing, like, the last install of the day. Mm. And that's how they're getting in there. And they have a bunch of goons doing it. And they got a little spooked.
Yeah.
Yep.
They leave.
And then Josh is like, I'm going to do it by myself.
I'm seeing this through. And Aly's like, well, I'm not leaving him.
Yeah, so she's waiting outside the house in the cold.
Yeah. He does break into the laptop, clear it all. He doesn't find the phone, but he also unencrypts the laptop of this guy because they break in and they go, oh, we smell dead bodies.
Yep.
There's dead bodies in here.
We smell dead people.
Yeah. And so this guy lived with a serial killer, found a dead body in his, like, freezer in his basement. So he's, like, being re-traumatized, but also a man on a mission, getting this done. And then someone pulls into the driveway. It's the guy they killed's fucking parents trying to cover his tracks.
Yep. Surprise.
And so he, like, jumps out of a window, like, in the nick of time. And then the police have been trying to get a warrant into this house. And so he's like, I'm going to set off the alarm because that's probable cause for them to go into the house, and then they'll smell the dead bodies, and then they'll be allowed to search it without a warrant. And so...
And the guys, Brad's parents, totally fucking clueless. They're like, oh, the fucking cleaning lady didn't take out the trash again.
They don't know how bad he is. They know he's raped people, which I think is bad enough on their part, but like they don't know he's a murderer.
Yeah, they're like a boys will be boys.
Yes.
Kind of parents.
Yeah.
Oh, you know Brad.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so they do get him like fully caught, which is great. And also the attention around that guy being discovered as a serial killer and the cover-ups that his family was doing took so much attention away from, like, they did stumble upon Aly's name like somewhere, and they like, she's never even talked to by police. It works out for them. And that's kind of how it wraps up.
That is basically
And then there's a lot of sex in between. And that's it.
And that's it. Storyline recap.
That was really long.
That's okay. It's a recap.
But it's fine.
For people who didn't read the book but like to listen to the pod.
There you go. You're right.
That's why
I feel better. Jump through it if you don't want it. First impressions. I have mixed feelings, but I just talked a shit ton. What were your first impressions of this book? Think back.
I thought it was hilarious.
Because you listened to the audiobook, I didn't.
Yes. So I had the giggles like immediately because Jacob Morgan, I think his name is the audiobook narrator. And first of all, great voice.
Is there a female?
There is
for
a female.
Aly? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dual POV. It's not... It is.
Where, like, if she's talking, the female narrator is talking, or no?
Yes, that's a duet narration. I think it is a duet narration. But just really, really, like, stunning narration. But also big... I knew what I was getting into, whereas a stalker romance. And I think this is how, if I'm going to read a dark romance, this is how I need them to be. Is like a romantic comedy. Like, I need to be laughing through a series of misadventures, because otherwise I'm like, this is a fucking bummer.
I have like literally the opposite feeling where I'm like, I think if it's a stalker, I need them to be a scary person. Like, I need them to like if we're going to do it, do it.
Yeah.
Because this, like what I was talking about of like, don't let the cishet men find this. I feel like because we're being like hee hee ha ha about it.
Oh, that he just like stumbled into stalking.
Yeah, that... I don't know. I too found this book really fucking funny. I literally LOL'd several times. I equal parts loved it and equal parts was icked out.
Yes.
And I think because of this, of like, I know that the wrong reader will use this in the wrong way. And
yeah, but I think that can be said about a lot of things.
that is very true. I don't know.
But I definitely did get the ick. Like, my first impression was like, oh, like, the like...
I think stalker romances might just not be for me.
Where he's egging her on. Like, I did like the banter, but also it pissed me off because I'm like, stop being specifically obtuse.
Yeah.
Or specifically.
Intentionally?
Yeah, intentionally. Thank you. Because nothing pisses me off more than when a man is intentionally obtuse.
Yeah.
Like, you weaponizing
Yeah.
the incompetence. Like,
Yeah.
you know what you're doing is wrong. And yet you're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
I will say, though, and this is, I think, where... readers will excuse almost anything. Aly is leaving incredibly suggestive comments.
And
like,
she
I would
says
let him
that.
break into my house.
Yeah, like she
She
literally
fully
says these
recognizes
things.
these things as
And,
well. Of
yeah.
like, well, I did tell him. I did tell him that.
And I'm not turned on. Like, so he just really picked the right person. He got very lucky.
But I liked the smut was smutting.
What I didn't like, there's one scene from his POV where I was like, shut the fuck up.
What is it?
So I'll circle back to that when we talk about the smut, because there's one thing I need to say.
Tell me.
And say this passionately. This book confirmed that I am indeed not a heterosexual woman, because never in my entire fucking life have I had thoughts about any man and his attractiveness the way Aly thinks about Josh. Never in my life.
Fair enough.
To the point where I was like, girl, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, no man is that hot.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. I'm so glad you brought this up, because as I'm like doing just a little bit of not research, but like I read the book in January, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to gather like what were the spicy chapters and like where was it, and like trying to give myself a refresher. I came across a Reddit thread where somebody was just like gushing about this book, and just, you know how we said, and it got cut from, it might get cut again if I say this, but like in one of the episodes where we were like, oh, those were the trigger warnings? I thought like that was just, everybody had that kind of sex. Yeah. And then I looked at you and I went, no, most people don't. 100% of the adults in this house right now are comfortable with those things, but like most people aren't, which is why it goes into a trigger warning and like is considered kink. And sometimes I scroll through like booktok comments or like Reddit comments and things like that, and I'm like, I feel so bad for you guys.
Right.
But like you think that, like, you're telling on every single partner you've ever had before.
Yeah.
That like
me, one of our last books where I'm like, she passed out because he gave her such a good orgasm. Whoever has done that? And then some people are probably like, this poor woman. I do have good, enjoyable sex, for the record. My husband will probably equal parts appreciate that and equal parts be like, please shut the fuck up.
Mr. Seaweed's going to be like a bright red tomato. I don't think Mr. Seaweed does not listen. He's not a fan of the pod. It's fine. No, sorry. That's wrong to say. He's not a listener of the pod. Yeah. He's not. He's
supportive.
He's supportive.
Just not supporting by listening.
Right.
He also doesn't have the time. But anyways, sorry. Carry on.
He's going to use his Spotify time to listen to books and not.
Yeah.
He wants to further his mind.
He is.
While he's doing forest
bathing.
He's
a non-fiction reader.
He sure is. But anyway.
He was very intent on getting his steps in.
I'm glad you said that, like, the way people, like, you know, that you've never looked at a man like that and, like, thirsted. Because I haven't either.
Ever.
I
find I find men attractive.
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah. But I've never been like...
Mm-mm.
I especially someone I don't know personally. Mm-hmm. Women, my tongue rolls out in front of me like a fucking cartoon on the sidewalk.
Yes. Because women.
Men, if I don't know them personally, here's what I think. I fear men until they are proven themselves as safe.
Yes.
And you can't be horny for someone if you're slightly afraid of them.
Yes.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense because she's very into being afraid. But
I say that I don't trust any man until he's been vetted by a woman that I know and trust, or a man that I know and trust. Mm-hmm. But even still,
better a woman.
Mm-hmm. That man that I know and trust is like your husband.
Yeah.
My husband.
Yeah.
Coco's husband.
Yeah.
Right? There are very few other people's husbands. Very few other people's husbands that I will like,
other
trust
women will tolerate things that I think are intolerable.
Yeah.
Anyways, all of that to say, she's so fucking horny for this guy, and I was like, can't relate.
Can't relate at all.
It's ridiculous.
Other first impressions were Navessa was not afraid to get goofy with this.
I liked, yeah.
I loved the goofy aspect of it.
This was a silly ass book.
The balaclava, the fucking voice modulator. Yeah. He like 3D prints himself like a different mask to be able to hold the voice modulator in it. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I did.
And then he gets so attached to the cat right away, right?
Immediately. Like, and he's like, I've always been afraid to have an animal because if I want to do bad things to them, it might mean I'm a serial killer.
This was the thing. This was the Reddit comment. It's reminding me where somebody had said, when he says to Fred, Mommy and Daddy need some alone time right now, my heart just melted. And I'm like, girl. Girl, the bar is in hell.
It's in hell.
It literally has. It's in hell. Yeah. This is what we're dealing with, right? To where like,
yeah,
telling a cat, Mommy and Daddy need alone time, melt your heart. Ugh. But
touch grass.
There was so much corniness and like kitschiness to it all, and it was it was a very funny book.
Yeah.
It does have dark themes, but it's like very lighthearted.
It was very
unserious.
Butcher and Blackbird kind of vibes.
Yes.
Which makes sense why you loved it. Because Butcher and Blackbird's like one of your favorites.
It's one of my favorites.
And which, same.
Fair enough. Do you want to move on to the smut?
Let's move on to smut, because that was the best part of this book. There was so much spice, because if they weren't fucking, they were thinking about fucking.
Yeah.
Constantly.
This was a very horny book.
So horny.
So horny. Good for Navessa's husband.
Honestly. I'm happy for both of them. Because there are things in this book I wouldn't have been able to imagine up.
No.
There's no way.
Like stabbing a knife into a mattress and using that.
I probably could have come up with that one.
I wouldn't have. Because I'm not going to ruin a fucking mattress.
That. And she's like hot, but then she goes, my fucking mattress. And he like reads her mind basically and is like, I ordered you a new mattress. It's getting delivered tomorrow. I barely fit in this one because I'm a giant man. And she's like, in that case, woo! Oh, it's so funny. But one thing, well, positive, there's a lot of spice throughout the book, but I'd say only like half of it is like penetrative sex. I like that she didn't lean on like
sex.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of foreplay sex.
Yes, which I think like
just getting the other person off because you genuinely enjoy it.
Exactly. And when you read a lot of spice, I do think penetrative sex, like I depending on my mood sometimes will like flip pages of like, I've read this, you know what I mean? There's only so many ways you can describe it. Like
fair enough.
And she was creative and I respect that.
Yeah. No, I really did appreciate that there was layers to it, if you will. It wasn't all just I appreciate I think that's why I like romance novels so much, is like it's all written from the female gaze, right? If we're super honest, all of these men are lesbians because they are men written by women, pleasuring women.
Yes. Yeah.
They're lesbians. It's fine. But yeah, there were layers to it where it's not just like trying to get a lot in romance books. It is a little bit of foreplay, and then from here on out, all of the sex scenes are sex or penetrative sex. But Navessa mixes it up quite a bit, and I do appreciate that.
I will say, I think I would rather die than be edged. I can't even tell you how not interested I am in trying that out.
Can't relate.
I'm so fucking good. I'm okay. No, thank you. And I knew you would be like, can't relate. I knew it. I predicted it. And I was right. You dirty, dirty slut. But no, I don't want to be frustrated. I don't want to be like pouring sweat and shaking and like, no, I'm actually, if I can have sex, get off, and not feel like I have to shower immediately, that is my ideal.
Okay, listen, I don't want it every single time.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
Sometimes as a treat.
Yeah.
My husband does listen to the podcast. Sometimes as a treat. And, you know.
If you got time on your hands.
That's what I'm saying.
Kids not in the house.
Yes. And unlike in the book, I would like to finish at some point.
She does every time. I don't think at any point.
I think there is one scene
I think she says
doesn't.
Where she
doesn't. Again, I read this in January.
You read this in January. I think you're wrong. I think she finishes every time. But yeah, the edging scene, she's like, it feels like it's been an hour. It's probably been 10 minutes.
You know, you're having a great time.
Why? And I'm not gonna yuck your yum. I'm so good on that. It says that he pinches her clit. Mm-hmm. That is something I can't wrap my brain around.
Oh, you gotta try it.
I think I'm okay not trying that. I think I'm gonna not do that. I think that there is some things I'm not gonna have FOMO over. And I think that's one of them. Sometimes when we're talking, I'm embarrassed and I'm pretty anonymous. You are not anonymous. And I'm just like, I respect the shit out of you right now. Because I'm pearl clutching, even though, like, when I'm not in front of a microphone, this is very much how I talk. And then I remember, like, Morgan's face is on our social media. Pop off. Pop off.
Listen, life's too short to be, we're talking about smut, okay?
Indeed. It's what you're here for.
It's what I'm here for. Also, big fire sign energy.
Yeah.
Big, also Scorpio moon energy. And the Aquarius rising of it all. I just literally, I cannot be fucked.
You can be. and it sounds like you are. And I'm so happy for you for that. I think Mr. Morgan agrees with me. It's like, actually, I have evidence of the contrary. Of course, like, when you're sick is one of our funniest fucking episodes. Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing.
I don't get sick very often. And it came out of nowhere. Like, I woke up feeling fine Tuesday morning.
Pterodactyl curse.
And then... And then, yeah, like, my throat started to hurt. And I was like, oh, we were out in the wind all day. So it's probably just... And then it just got progressively worse. And then by the end of Tuesday night, I was like, I'm gonna die. Yeah. So it's fine. I'm feeling much better today.
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay, what else?
Okay, so what I was getting at, I did not like penetrative sex, specifically that one from his POV. I really enjoyed sex from her POV, did not like it from his POV. And they both refer to his dick as the same thing, and it made me go, ugh, when he did it.
Did they refer to it as?
He referred to it as a monster.
Ew.
Like, how's she going to take this monster? And I'm like, just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't like when men feel good about themselves.
What were we texting about the other day? Can't stand a confident man.
I can't stand it. Yeah, our podcast TikTok algorithm has us on mask talk, and I'm like, this is not for me.
I cannot stand a thirsty, confident man.
Yeah, men looking for female validation, it makes me want to belittle you, which is, that's on me. Because when women, I mean, actually, I don't perceive women as looking for male validation most of the time. And actually, when they are obviously looking for male validation, I do get icked out. However, it doesn't, like, piss me off the same way. I just don't like men. I'm sorry. I'm also not sorry.
Don't apologize for that.
You deserve it. A little bit.
Truth, queen. Don't let your attraction to men.
He refers to it as a monster. He's concerned about, like, how she's going to take it. And that it's going to be painful for her. And so he goes, this is a worry I have. Get in the shower. Get in the shower with water running down you, which is notoriously great lube.
The worst lube.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, annoyed that he's like, my dick is just so fucking big. I'm just going to hurt her poor tiny little baby vagina. And then he's the one who told her to get in the shower to do it. I'm like, double go to jail.
No.
Straight to prison.
Straight to jail.
Josh, you're done. You're cute. You made me laugh. But this pissed me off.
Do we not have any other lube in the house, you guys? Can we not
They do.
DoorDash some lube?
Well, actually, do they use it at any other point? No, because she's always, like, dripping wet for him constantly. And he's like, I don't even need it. Which, honestly, yes, good for her. She must be so hydrated. And as a person who worked in a job where bathroom breaks were like, you only had them when you could, that's impressive.
She also works in a job where you only get bathroom breaks.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying is, like, nurses and teachers notoriously dehydrated. She's prioritizing her health. Good on you, girl. And it shows. But no, I did like the smut from her. There must have been other stuff from his POV that I liked before he referred to his own penis. But
Smut-wise or just Josh-wise?
Smut-wise.
Smut-wise.
Like through the whole book.
I don't think that there's very many chapters of smut through his POV.
Yeah. I think in general, also, I just like my spice from her POV.
For the most part, yeah. I think it depends on the man.
Yeah. Sometimes it's done really well.
Yeah.
But generally, as a reader, as a female reader, I like to read it from how I would experience it. So
The female gaze.
I might just be being a hater right now.
No, I don't think you're being a hater. I think, one, it depends on the man.
Yeah.
Right? Like how so many people go feral for the A Court of Mist and Fury from Reese's perspective. And, like, they talk about getting to chapter 55 from, like, Reese's perspective. And I'm like, I just literally don't give a shit.
Yeah.
What I am interested in, though, which I should probably pick it up, would be Reese's perspective from the inn.
Yeah, I like when in the book it's from her POV and then there's a bonus chapter that's his POV. I love that. Love that. But yeah.
No, I love it when there's like when you get the chapters from the guy's POV where he's like yearning and having to hold back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only time I'm
or
interested.
it's like, oh my god, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. The fucking him being like, don't come in your pants, don't come in your pants, don't come in your pants. So funny.
I literally have just had a series of TikToks that have popped up of like my favorite microtropes, and one of the microtropes was when he comes in his pants.
Yeah.
Especially if he's been getting her off. And then a bunch of people commented that it was there. So she's like, so here's some more books.
Loved it.
And I'm like, oh, well, also here are some more books.
Nice. Do we want to get into things we love? Are we done with spice?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because that brings me to one of my favorite microtropes that I did not know was my favorite microtrope.
Tell me.
And that is a vigilante who's so fucking bad at being a vigilante.
Just a comedy of errors.
I love it.
I think between Scythe and Sparrow and now this one.
Yeah, because I read those back to back. And I'm like, I love this every time. It's great. We need more books like this.
Where like you're trying to do bad things for the right reason and shit just keeps going wrong.
You're trying to play Batman and you're like, oh, Batman is fictional. Turns out this is harder than it looks.
And a billionaire to pay off the right people when shit goes wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. What were some things that you loved?
I have already touched on them, but like the silliness, the goofiness.
It was a very funny book.
It was so funny.
It was great banter.
I liked, I enjoyed that because you're getting to the middle point of the book and they're like already together and you're like, there's still half of the book left.
Yeah.
What's about to happen? And
I'm sure you were bracing for a third act breakup.
I'm always bracing for a third act breakup, which I hate. Let the record show. I hate them. Yeah. They're my least favorite thing. So I did like that there was no third act breakup. But I enjoyed that there was more story to expand upon in the like.
It almost could have been 2 books because there was the stalking them getting together and then there was the, oh shit, we killed someone.
Yes. And then the next book that is coming out is from, I think it's Aly's cousin.
Her cousin, yeah.
Who's in the mafia. So I liked that there was like a whole additional storyline. I mean, it worked out conveniently, right? It's like, oh, also, my family's in the mob.
For a while there, because he was like, my dad's a serial killer. And she was like, something tragic happened to her mom. And then she like mentions like, oh, except for that one person I'm related to that's a bad person, but we don't talk about him. I was like, are we going to have a fucking Luke and Leia situation on our hands? I was like a little worried for a hot. I'm like, she wouldn't do that. I know they fuck. And she would not have half siblings fuck. That would be too far.
That would have come up on TikTok.
Yeah.
People would have had
opinions
about it.
So I was like, this feels like we're being set up. And so she was like, he's a mobster. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, you know what I really liked? Josh being vegan.
Yeah.
But it's like only touched on in a way that he's a terrible cook.
Yeah.
He's a terrible cook. So Josh is a vegan because his dad had actually served him when we talked about the remembered accidental cannibalism.
their whole neighborhood.
Yeah. People he had killed.
Yeah.
He ground them up into
To get rid of a body.
hamburgers.
Yeah.
And cooked them at a block party.
Yeah.
So
Nasty.
after that, Josh is like, I'm not touching meat ever the fuck again.
Any animal products.
But he cooks bacon and eggs for Aly like multiple times, and it turns out terribly every time.
Yeah.
And it is Josh's roommate that is like, he made you bacon?
Right? He's like, I'm not even allowed to have that in the house.
Yeah. He must really like you because he's a vegan.
Yeah.
And Ally's like, oh, okay, this all makes sense now.
Yeah.
So I loved, again, it like falls under the, like the goofiness, the silliness of it all, but like those little backstory bits where
they're sprinkled in there very organically, which I really like.
I did really enjoy that. And Fred, the cat.
Yeah, the cat was great.
I love Fred the cat.
Yeah. I love that they match each other's energy. Like they're equally obsessed with each other.
100%.
I really like that. And I like that there was never any, but does he actually like me? Like when they're so obviously obsessed with each other, that makes me crazy. In books, when he's like pouring out his love to her and she's like, I don't know, I think we might just be friends. And it's like, girl, shut up, kiss him on the lips.
Every Aly Hazelwood book ever. I say that with all the love in my heart.
Right, with love.
But those men are yearning.
But with the next book coming out, as I was reading, I was like, I didn't even really like this book. I don't know if I'll read the next book. But what I would read is a prequel of Uncle Nico and Moira's relationship. Because their characters are interesting. Moira's funny. He's a mobster. Her family was in the IRS. And it's described that they had like a Romeo and Juliet situation. And I'm like, I would eat that up.
I would eat that up.
I would devour that. And so I pulled up the next book to see what it was about. And I saw Nico, parentheses, Junior.
Yeah.
I got so excited and then so let down because it's his son. It's her cousin. I'm so mad about it.
You should get into the comments. We should get into Navessa's comments and be like, girl.
Prequel. Even like a novella. Come on. I need it.
Listen, people bullied basically Navessa into writing Lights Out because it was a joke. She was like, should I make a TikTok mask stalker book? And people were like, yes.
All right. Our like 90 followers on TikTok. We ride at dawn.
This is your mission should you choose to accept it. Yeah. We are going to gently and politely request / bully an author.
/ very aggressively request. This prequel.
There was something else that I loved and I can't remember it. I think it was Nico and Moira. Mm-hmm. I loved them. They were so funny.
They were cute.
They were so funny. Yeah. Again, I read this book in January.
We're supposed to not like Nico. And I'm like, I kind of like him though. Like, I like that in the end, Josh made sure that he had equal leverage over Nico. So he was like, you're not fucking calling in a favor. You are not holding this over our heads. Yeah. Like, we'll come to these dinners, but like, because I am appreciative of what you did for us, but like, don't fuck with me.
Yeah. I'm not under your thumb.
Yeah.
And Nico's like, respect.
Yeah. Begrudgingly respect. And I think because he's so like mad about that, where it's supposed to be like, oh, what an asshole. But no, I think he's just a mobster.
Part of reading books with morally great characters in it is like you can see right from like Nico
that people have dimension.
Yeah Nico's not a bad guy. Maybe it's just because I go to therapy. I can see that people have dimension, but like Nico's not inherently bad. He's doing things he thinks are appropriate. That's just because
and this is why I want his backstory, because she's like, how the fuck did he get into this?
Right. It's like he got into it and built his own kind of like crime family.
It seems like he sought it out.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
We're so curious. Navessa, please.
Navessa, please. I need it.
Do you want to get into some critiques?
Yes. I think I gave most mine, which is just like the few times I had the ick where I feel like the dubcon wasn't always handled as well as it could have been.
Fair enough.
It always got ironed out, but there was always a moment where I was like, ooh, wait, no. And then it was like, okay. But that's my biggest critique. But I have one more. Do you have any?
I think it is the dubcon of it all. I can see, though, that it would like lend itself to real life of like, these are two relative strangers who are just going based off of what the other person had said. But again, I see where you're coming from of like, please do not let any cishet men get their hands on this book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please do not let that happen.
Because I need cishet men to know that anything that besides an enthusiastic yes is a no.
Is a no, unless it was previously discussed.
Exactly. And even then, questionable. Because they could change their mind at any point in time.
Absolutely. No, I didn't have very many critiques about this book. I thought it was a riot, and I had a great time.
There's one other thing, and I'm saying this as a white person, so bear with me. But there are some times where the way Aly talks about the people, like her neighbor and her coworker once, it's like when you're talking to your boomer parent and they unnecessarily drop the race of a person. She's like, my neighbors who are black, by the way, and love me. My coworker, who I bet we'd be besties if I had time, who's Latina, you should know. And I'm like, girl, what are we doing? Fucking stop it. It felt like, all right, and I checked the diversity box without actually including any real cultural diversity.
Yeah, fair enough.
And without any of the main characters being any kind of diverse.
Fair enough.
That it just had me rolling my eyes.
Yeah, it doesn't flow in a natural way, the way that like other authors will include characters with like they them pronouns. Or
yeah, which is that too is so frequently done. So like the roommate of it just being like, yeah, when you bring home dudes or women, and like you completely missed that he's bi.
Yes.
And like that's what it should be, of just like normal. But yeah, being queer, like dropping of like, it's like, I did it. And it's like, but you're not really. Like, I want to know that there's diversity without you saying the race. Like, I should be able to pick up on, like, you know what I mean?
How do you...
It should be included in details rather than told me explicitly.
How do you describe your black neighbors, though? Your
I know,
seemingly
right?
elderly Southern black neighbors.
And like...
Maybe not Southern, but like Chicagoan black suburban neighbors.
I know. I guess that's my ideal. It's not always possible. But I will...
You just wish that there was a better way that it could have been done.
I do. And I think the answer is like...
I don't know if there is an answer,
I don't know if there is an answer, because I was about to say, like, instead of like white authors forcing diversity into their books, we should just publish more diverse authors and read more diverse authors, which I objectively am bad at. But this is a scary conversation. I don't know if I want to keep going.
Are you afraid you're going to step in it?
Highly unqualified to talk about this. But I will say that there was a couple times where I just like rolled my eyes of like, you checked that box, good job. Like, I don't know.
I understand what you're saying. There are some things where I'm like, I don't know how else, without getting into like stereotypes.
Exactly. Yeah, which is fair enough. I do think I was just like kind of being a hater as I read this book. Whereas like, I think if I read this on a different day, I might have felt very, very differently about it.
Yeah, or maybe had the audiobook.
Yeah,
you might have felt differently about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I really do.
Yeah.
I think what you're hoping is that there is a more organic way for it to happen rather than being so overt. But I think when like you're describing your black elderly neighbors, like how else do you?
That's true.
It shouldn't even matter, but I think it was a point to be like, she lives in this city where there are where there is diversity. And so like, how do I highlight that in a way?
Yeah.
Without digging into stereotypes, but without glazing over it either. Mm-hmm. So, but I get what you're saying. It could have been more organic.
Yeah.
But you're not a writer. I'm not a writer.
Deeply not a writer. I'm going to sit down and shut my mouth. That's enough, right? We're done. No.
I have fun extras.
Oh, you do? We need to give our ratings.
No, not yet.
Oh.
After the fun extras.
My
Let's do the fun extra.
Okay.
Only because it's discussion.
Fine. All right. What's your fun extra?
I have 2 of them. This one might be too far.
Okay.
And it's fine. We can take it out if it is. I'm going to give a heavy pause. After getting back into reading and reading romance and reading romantasy and dark romance, all of these things, were there any kinks that you developed? If so, what were they?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking about this the other day, though, and I do want to talk about this. Because of my youth of having sex strictly with people who are mean with me, had to unlearn a lot. I had to I actually truly genuinely had to completely deconstruct how I felt about sex and sexuality, and build back up. And it was hard. It was around the time when I was with Morgan, or met Morgan, was when I was because it was impacting my marriage. And it was really fucking hard for me because here I am with a person who, oh my God, you didn't see this getting emotional. You were like, not. What kink do you have? But I'm like, actually, I have something to say.
I did not see this getting emotional. I just thought it would be a hee-hee, ha-ha.
Okay, well, it's not. And so
not for you. After
this, we'll do something fun.
I do have another fun thing.
Because I think a lot of people can relate to this. Where you're either traumatized for various degrees, and then you're with someone you love and you're clamming up, or you don't want it, or you're shutting down, and you're I want this person to have the most of that side of me, and they're getting the least of it, and there was guilt and shame and all of it. Reading romance novels,
did it heal you?
Helped heal me drastically.
That's so nice.
Drastically. And it because I was at a point where being loved and being desired couldn't happen at the same time.
Aww,
and I know it was really fucking sad. I was not in a good place. And also my husband, being the person he is, helped a lot of that. I want to give him credit where it's due, because he was very patient and unwavering and never made me feel bad, which is the bare minimum, but a lot of men would not have behaved the way that he did, because he was wonderful. I fucking love that man. But yeah, and so reading all these romance novels where you're desired because you're loved so deeply was really changed me. Aww. So my kink was being loved. It just really gets me going. I'm really freaky that way.
I realized I had a praise kink.
Facts. Actually, honestly, correct. That's the real answer. That's the answer you were looking for, and applies.
I just want someone to recognize the good work that I'm doing.
I'm just trying really hard. A little appreciation.
You're I just realized I wanted to be loved.
Oh my God. Which, what is that if not a praise kink? Okay.
There it is. Okay, I have another.
Okay, let's do something more fun.
It's more fun. What is, do you have an FYP thirst trap? What is, Aly says masked men. Do you have something that pops up on your FYP that is
oh, fucking lesbians?
Oh.
Fucking hey mamas, get me every time. Get me. I'm currently Lorde, the singer.
Yeah, I think she's dropping a new album soon, or is hinting at it.
The way she carries herself and dresses is, I've never been oh, women I find attractive. Lorde, no. She got on stage with Charlie XCX at Coachella, I think. Mm-hmm. And her demeanor at it, I'm oh my God. You want someone I would crawl to. That. Whatever that is, that energy, that essence. Give it to me. It's just a very quiet confidence, which is also my husband. So there you go. It's my thing.
Quiet confidence.
What's your thirst trap?
I have
You're
multiple.
hornier than me.
I am hornier than you. It's fine. Multiple. The bisexuality really shows up on my FYP thirst traps. Right now it's edits to George Michael's father figure, specifically of Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh,
in slow motion.
Oh my! I can't even like sexualize Megan Thee Stallion because I'm like, I'm unworthy.
Truly.
Like I can't even. I'm just like, you're beautiful like art.
Everyone is unworthy of Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh my God. I couldn't give her what she deserves.
No.
And I know that.
No.
Like
no.
Oh my God.
But also Renee Rapp pops up every so often as well for the father figure edit. Rugby.
Oh, yes.
Men's and women's.
I get a lot of that.
Men's and women's rugby.
Alona Mar just posted something of like her two sides of like her being like, 'cause she's a very feminine, like girly girl. And then she gets on the field and it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
so then that brings me
for you.
to my third thirst trap that pops up a lot is non-binary presenting people, androgynous looking people who are like men who are like built.
Yes.
But incredibly feminine face.
Yeah.
With like long hair to the point where I'm like,
I don't know what I'm looking at.
are you boy or are you girl?
I have to ask your pronouns.
I need to know. And I do go to their profile and check.
Yeah.
It's usually he, him. And I'm like,
that's my thing. And like, so like, I've often been like, what's the difference between being bi and pan? The only, and I don't even know if this is correct, but one.
Pan is politically correct.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas pan is the nerds. I love you, pansexual people, but you guys are the nerds.
Yeah.
You're like well, actually, I'll date anybody.
Yeah.
Whereas bi people are like, shut up, nerd. I'll date anybody too.
Yeah. I just like the colors better. I didn't grow up with the term pan. Bi was barely a thing. And so I just don't identify with that language. And the way that there's a lot of older transgender people who were called transsexual or transsexual who like still go by, be like, I am a transsexual, because that's the word that they learn to identify with, even though it's outdated.
Yes.
That's probably taking it a step too far and overcomplicating it. But
I don't think it is.
I didn't grow up with the term pan. That means
language
nothing
evolves
to me. Anyways. But I heard someone say, like, if you're bisexual, the gender expression is part of your attraction. And if you're pansexual, gender expression is irrelevant to your attraction. Which I'm like, I kind of can see that being a thing. And that resonated with me because regardless of where you fall on the gender spectrum, like the way you express it is what's hot to me, especially if you have like, if you fall like in the middle, if you're androgynous, like you're very in the middle of the masculine feminine spectrum, or you have aspects of you that are the polar opposites where you're hyper masculine in some ways but so feminine in other ways, is so fucking hot to me. So I 100% get what you're saying.
It's a great day to be bisexual.
It is a great day to be bisexual. I want the best of both worlds.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. So those tend to be my thirst traps on my FYP. Those are the
great.
things that are... When I worked at Lush for that, the holiday season, when we first got here, to get to know my younger coworkers, I was like, what part of TikTok are you on?
Yeah. Oh my God. And they're like this millennial.
No, I would be like, I'm like, what part of TikTok are you on? And somebody was like, I'm on Boy Talk. And I'm like, what's Boy Talk, babe?
What is that?
It's just thirst traps of like young 20-year-olds,
Oh.
of young lads, basically.
We get some of those on our podcast For You page too, and I'm like not interested. Like, yeah, just like cute boys knowing they're cute. I hate it. Pisses me off.
Again, cannot stand a confident man.
Can't stand it. Not interested. I like quiet confidence. I can't stand an overtly confident man. Quiet confidence. You can be confident, but you shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, I do appreciate thirst traps of like when a guy is getting dressed and like doing his tie.
Yeah,
Bitch.
just like, yeah, exactly. It's the quiet
bitch.
Yeah, it's just like I'm hot existing.
Where he's just getting dressed.
And it's not an effort. Because sometimes you can tell they're trying to be hot while they're doing stuff like that. Other times it's so... sometimes that's done right.
Bitch.
I'll give it to you.
Listen. And then just women. Right, period.
Yeah.
Trying, not trying.
I did love that she was like obsessed with forearms because same. In this book.
There was this was not meant to be a thirst trap. But it came up on my FYP and it was... I think it was American men on like a Scottish Highlands competition team. And they had this grip strength tester. It was like, how many pounds of pressure could they put in there? And I was like, let me open the comments. And not a single person was thinking the way I was thinking. And I was like, cool.
I'm going to keep those thoughts to myself.
Yep, those are inside thoughts today. It might have been on Instagram, which is why the comments were not thirsty.
That is 100% why. 100%.
Okay, I think that does wrap it up for us today.
So what's our ratings? For the book as a whole.
I give it 4 books. Or 4 books. I give it 4 stars.
I gave it 3. I love it. But I think if I listened to the audiobook, it would very easily be a 4-star.
And I think that that's what bumps it up for me, is the way that the book made me feel listening to it, the laughter that I had reading it. I think it bumps it up to 4 stars for me. Fair enough.
Spicy level. Surprisingly, 5. Because it's a horny ass book.
It's a horny ass book.
Like I said earlier, when they weren't fucking, they were thinking about fucking. It was constant.
I give it 4 to 4.5 stars because the kink that is in it with the stalker and the dubious consent and stuff like that, that kicks it up a level for me. But I don't know if it was 5-star spicy for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, 4.5.
Yeah, there you go.
Unhinged level. How many straight jackets?
I gave it 4 straight
This is
jackets.
a 4 straight jackets for me.
I think being a stalker plus the amount of kink.
And the mafia family.
Yep.
And
they accidentally killed someone. And
his
the cat has to pee
killer.
really bad all the time when they're in the car. Like, there's just a level of silliness
that just really made this unhinged.
And chaos.
He cooks her bacon even though he's a vegan because his dad, like just so many.
Father's a serial killer.
So many things. This is unhinged in honestly the best way.
Yeah. Bananagrams. All right. So that does wrap it up for today. So that's it for this episode of the Unhinged Smut Book Club. Thanks for reading with us. I'm Morgan. And I'm Stevie. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe so you never miss an episode filled with chaos, kink, and questionable literary choices.
Until next time, keep it spicy.